Yo, 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 what is going on? It's your boy Professor Peoples back at it again with another trade recap video for you guys. So far this week, the market has been booming. The market has been booming. The market has been booming. I'm somewhat feeling a little bit better since the weekend analysis have been coughing as much. So the immune system starting to kick in and starting to give me some reaction back to the other side for a change. Coughing is a little bit less than it was. Throat starting to feel a little bit better. Throat muscles coming in strong. I said throat muscles coming in strong. But so far this week, taking about three trades, all bangers, all smashing up TP. And as you can see right here on AU, we had some good gas, some good gas, some good gas back up to the upside. I had this trade outline simply from price action I saw coming from the New York session. Um, hold on one second, wait, Brett. All right, we back at it. We back at it. We back at it. All right, so coming from the weekend analysis, what I saw on AU was price action was extremely bullish. As you can tell from the note breakdown, we got outlined right here. Price action was bullish. We was bullish on the weekly and the monthly. We bullish on the daily. 1 hour, we were stuttering around right up in here. And 4H, we was bullish. So what we noticed and what we outlined was our most recent supports and resistance from the 4 hour are these black outline boxes right here. So what we saying is, structure most recently broken, which is back over here, breaker structure to the upside, was outlining this little black box you can see, or little ghost, what I call a ghost level in the background. But the dark black box filled in was a 4 hour support, and the dark black box to the top was a 4 hour resistance looking left. So what I identified, the thought process behind this trade right over here was if price breaks through that resistance, then potentially we could come back down to some of these zones back down here, 73,081, potentially 72,861, all the way back down 72,484. But price action was bullish all last week. Bullish, 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 bullish. So overall, I only wanted to buys. Coming from the London and New York session, on Monday night or Monday morning, 8 a.m. New York session, what I saw was this little area right down here where price action bounced off of that support and shot up back to the highs. Now, it was a little bit concerning because price action did not break the highs. It only made it up to those highs and exhausted. So what I said was, okay, I did miss this trade right here because I was already sitting and waiting based off of this reaction we got back over here. So this is the 1 hour chart. I'm gonna jump down to the 15 minute. And what I saw was, coming from the Asian, we pushed up, pushed back down. I was waiting. I did not take any trades right up in here. What I did was I was waiting on this little zone right here to get tapped. It didn't. I don't trade the London, so price action came down and extremely pushed up. Let me see what time it was. About 7:30, 8 o'clock. So yeah, missed this trade right here. Saw the reaction. I said, to my team, hey, if price action come back down to this zone right here, based that I identified on the 1 hour, I'm getting active. This was the trade I missed. I wasn't looking for this trade. This was the one that I thought that I missed because price came back down and it tapped into that zone, but it didn't go as deep as it wanted to go. Come on. So we got from the 1 hour chart, we got this little demand zone right here. We identified with this candle, this gray bearish candle, and this blue bullish candle, outlined it with the white box so that when we go down to the 15, we can see and identify that area. Definitely what we potentially want to take buys from. As you come down to the 15-minute chart, you got another smaller area where price potentially could act up from. This potentially is where the move initially started from. These three candles right here, this bearish one, this bullish one. Price action pushing into that zone, starting to slow down, and then pulled away heavily from that zone. So when you outline that area and then go to the future, let me see, we can or replay that thing, and we'll probably take it from. Let's see what I want to take from. Take from the Asian. You know what I'm saying? So in the New York session, I was watching it. I think I had a buy limit at 73,800 is why I had the initial buy limit. When I saw price action come back down, I was looking at this little area right here. 73,800 was the initial buy limit. Price came down and it did not activate. It did not put me in, so I ended up deleting my buy limit that I had sitting right there. Price action pushed up, and as I was watching it throughout the New York system, I was like, we might not push back up bully. Simply because we came back into the zone from the 1 hour, the big white box we got outlined right here, but we didn't break any structure on this smaller time frame pushing back up. So when I came back to Monday evening, Asian session, I outlined my zones. I had my zones marked up. I said, okay, this is what I'm waiting for. We have not broken the same support that we've been looking at since market open on Sunday night. And as you hit that play button, the Asian session gave you a high, you know what I'm saying? Then it gave you a low and it pushed heavily into that zone. Now, the second box that I got outlined right down here, I'm gonna fill this one in so you can kind of see it. Settings, background, white. The second little area that I got outlined down there was where I was looking for. If price broke below this filled in white area, then I knew for sure that the buys were not going to happen. So as I came to the Asian system, I was watching, I'm waiting. I looked at this candle and I saw this candle produce like this. This was a signal for me to enter the trade. That candle closed just like that immediately. Well, I think I got in a little bit before it closed because what I saw was price action push down big bears and it started to retrace, and it wasn't breaking my area that I had outlined right over here. So I entered and I said, okay. I had stops right below the bottom of that candle, 9 pip stop loss, and I said, okay, well, this is the area I'm looking to get active from. Price has pushed back into that area. I have waited and been sitting and waiting, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. So this was the initial of the trade. Sent it out to the team, and as you can see, price action got active. Now, when I saw this reaction right here, I was like, ooh, just like a thought process right back over here. We might not go back to the highs. We got a bullish reaction from that zone, but then immediate bearish candle swallowing that bullish reaction. So at this point, I'm starting to get nervous. But I knew in the back of my mind, I only had a 9 pip stop. So I wasn't too, I wasn't too anxious. I wasn't too nervous. It wasn't 30 pip stop. It wasn't a 20 pip stop. 9 pips, I generally don't run a 9 pip. I usually in the 20, 25 pip stop loss range area. So as price action started to produce like this, and then you got this candle damn near coming to the stops. I actually pulled stops down to 73 even. So I did actually manipulate the stops a little bit and pull them back because I did not want to get wicked out just in case price liquidated this zone. Potentially liquidity grab probably would have came down and grabbed me at 700, but it didn't happen. It was my night. It was time for me to get active. So I saw this candle. After I saw this candle close, I felt a lot better about the trade. Now I knew for sure, with this candle eating up that bearish candle, I said, okay, I got a higher probability of this starting to pull out. So I just kept waiting. Candle started going in my favor, smashed up TP1 around about 11 o'clock. So at this point, I'm sitting in the trade from 8:45 to 11:30. We're sitting at TP1. And as I continue to let it run, the crazy thing about this is I did not take profits right here at TP1. And I didn't take profits because I don't know why. I just felt like the last night was my night for price action to get active all the way up to that full target high. And I had targets at this high simply because of this level to the left. When we was looking at this last week, we saw price action tried to push up to that level. We was looking for it to break these highs, but it didn't. It pushed up and it stalled out before it got to that level. So usually I would have had targets at the bottom of this zone, but because we came right here and stalled out, I knew we had a great potential to push up through that level. So what I did was I left TP1 alone. I did not take any profits off and I let that thing keep running. Now, seeing price come back that strong to my entry, back in bubble mode, because I'm like, oh damn, they done faked your boy out. This right here potentially was a fake out move to the top side. We got equal strength up, equal strength down, but then this candle closed. And I was like, oh, okay, we rejecting. That was just another probably scaling opportunity or to let everybody else get in who didn't get in right here. Theoretically, this is the perfect entry right over here. We know we got this zone outlined, but this is the break and retest of that zone, showing bullish momentum is in the market. We're ready to push off. We retested, and then as you can see, price action started to get back active to the upside. Then we got TP2 smash. I did take off profits at TP2 because we did not clearly fleshly break the NY high, and I said, okay, well, if that thing is going to turn around and if it is going to push bearish, then this is potential area. It's probably gonna happen. Price melted from up there before. Price melted from up there again. I'm gonna go ahead and secure some profits. And at this point, we sitting up, 35 pips. 35 pips ain't no small chump change, especially if you got the right lot size in. And another thing that I saw was these tweezer tops. Every time in the market, I get hit with tweezer tops, just like right over here. Price pushed up. I got them tweezer tops. I got nerves. Them tweezer tops, I was like, oh, let me go ahead and capture some of them profits. So as you continue to play that thing on out, price dip down just a little bit. And as you can see, continue all the way up into the NY session where we smashed full TP profits. Let me move this out the way. As you can see, total 58 pip stop loss, 6.19 ratio, 9 pip stop loss, and we smashed up AU last night. Pushing over to GJ. GJ went fucking stupid. It's still pushing stupid. That thing is just moving and just moving and just moving. I did not expect all of this in one session, one night, one London, New York, whatever rest of them damn sessions. I expected this move, but as you can see how small the ratio is, 1 to 3.8. Like I said, my general 30 pip stops. Yeah, but starting off with this first trade, I saw price action open up. What I was looking for was a deeper retracement. From the weekend analysis, I had buys called from this level. If price came down and stalled out, we was gonna buy from there. If we broke below break and retest, we was gonna sell from there. Over on Telegram, I had it dropped out to the team. This is what we're doing. This is how we're gonna get active. This is market open on Sunday night, and this is what we're looking for. This is why I'm looking for. This is how I'm getting active in the market tonight. So as I saw price push up, create that Asian high, or initially create the Asian low, Asian high, I took my initial Asian session trade as a break and a retest of the Asian low. We created a support right here. As I saw price come back down and respect the break of that Asian low, we had a slight little pullback within the market. And then, I just took the short based off of the break and retest of the Asian low because I was already looking for a pullback. Listen, I was already looking for a pullback. Price action was big bullish up until that point. So I was already looking for a pullback. Simple retracement trade, small ratio, because I knew this was a potential area. This is structure most recently broken on a higher time frame. I knew price action could pull back to that level and then react back up to the upside. That was Sunday night. Coming into Monday night, from price action throughout the New York session and the opening of the Asian session, what I saw was price action created that Asian low, created that Asian high. We had the break of the Asian high. I did not take the break and retest trade simply because looking left, you got this white line area outlined up here. This is an area where the market rejected from previously. Right here, right over here. The market melted from that area previously. So as we went in real time, as price got up to that level, I said, okay, well, if the market is going to melt from that area again, I want to see. So I got the Asian low, Asian high to break, and a retest of the Asian high is one of my normal setups. Usually I would have took that buy from that retest of that Asian high, but like I said, because of where we were in the market, I did not take that trade because of that rejection area. But what I did identify was price pushed up and installed right there with that candle. So seeing that, I was saying, if we don't melt, I want to buy stop when price get back up to that level because we're gonna fly. But I only thought we was gonna fly to 158, 230, and then potentially melt again. So I had me a buy stop. 1 o'clock in the morning, price action got active, no drawdown for the most part, and we had a 41 pip TP profit hit. And that's pretty much it. Those are 3 trades I've taken so far this week. What I'm looking for now, or what I'm expecting, is price action either to break this high and continue on up. There is another rejection area on GJ in the 163 to 164 area. So potentially GJ has a lot of upside if it doesn't start to retrace and start to, try to capture this imbalance that's in the market, or this just straight bullish activity that's going on right here. So what I'm gonna do, my plan is to reanalyze these charts, delete all these markings. I like to come in on Tuesdays and drop these analysis so the people out, y'all can see how your boy getting active in these markets and how I am capturing these profits. So I will not reanalyze my other pairs, but GJ and AU, the two pairs that I trade during the Asian session, those are the two that I will reanalyze, remark up, and then get active. But for the most part, what I'm looking for on GJ is for price action to pull back to the structure, most recently broken, which is right down here. So I'm looking for exhaustion into this level or exhaustion into this level down here. Now, if we big bearishly break through both of those levels, I'm sitting back and waiting. I ain't doing nothing because at that point, price action could just keep melting. What I would probably do is look for a break and retest of one of these zones right here. And then possibly take some dynamic risk shorts. I say dynamic risk because on the higher time frame, price action is bullish as a mother. Looking at this on the higher time frames, this is the rejection area I'm looking at for price to react from up in here. So to the top side of that reaction zone is 164.096. I said 164.096. The bottom of that reaction zone, 162.879. I have already called out to my team and let them know what I'm looking for. I've already stated in the market where I'm trying to get active from. AU and GJ, we are waiting for possible manipulation to the downside to be over. Then we're getting active on some buys. I got the attack zone for AU, and I got GJ2 attack zones, the same two zones I just outlined in white. So that's what I got. That's how I'm getting active. That's what it is. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. If you got any questions, drop a comment. If you like your pair to be analyzed by your boy, drop a comment. If you're trying to get active on that Telegram with your boy, drop a comment. Either way, drop a comment. I'm out of that thing. Appreciate you. Big booty.